Oh shit.
Hello, everybody. You're welcome to Diehard Fans, episode 9 of the 2022-2023 season. And it was a very eventful weekend. But before we get to that, we introduce the guys to you guys. We have Andy Baba.
Hello, guys. Thanks for joining us today. It's good to be back on the show. Thank you, guys.
Andy Baba, you've not been on the show when Man U are losing, but Man U is winning and you're back on the show. Why? Is it because Man U is winning you're back? Or what?
Well, I refuse to speak. If I speak, I'll be in trouble.
All right. We also have the man whose team is back. Their season has finally kicked off on the weekend, emphatically with a 9-0 victory. Folu, how are you? Are you happy today following that victory?
Well, good evening, guys. It's good to be back. Nice win for the Liverpool faithfuls over the weekend. Not taking it seriously as Bournemouth is sure to be one of the whipping boys of the Premier League, but glad we were able to increase our goal difference tally. And it's good to be back with these amazing guys.
All right, thank you for that. Jose Junior, the hooded warrior. How far now? How isn't it happen?
Yeah, I'm good. Good to be back on the show. I hope everyone is doing well. One question for Lou. Why? Well, during the show, you have to tell us why your manager is a big liar. After saying he has
during the show.
After saying he has interest in midfielder, only to turn around. So you have to explain that to us, anyways.
Okay, all right.
Someone.
No, he has admitted that he lied.
He needs a midfielder.
He needs a midfielder. But before I answer, can you pull down your hood? What's going on under the hood?
It's a very rough hair. Not good enough to show the world.
Okay, I thought you were wearing a wig or something.
No.
That's your new fetish. Anyways.
I never joined drag queen yet.
All right.
Yes. Folu, just know that Salah is a fool for not even assisting. What happened? Folu, this is true.
We would not entertain such words on this show.
Folu,
we are not going to entertain such words on this show. But Salah.
Folu. I stand with Dr. Ike here. I stand with him here because I captain Salah for the FPL, and I wasn't chanced to watch the game. Yeah, I was coaching my own football match. I wasn't chanced to watch the game.
Yeah, congrats.
We won the game, and I saw 9-0. I was like, Salah don't kill them. Salah don't kill. No, he didn't score. Upon everything, that's no assist, no goal, nothing.
But there is something that he didn't do too. He didn't get a yellow card.
So 2 points. 2 points. I need. What do you call 2 points?
That's just lighting up the atmosphere.
I
wish I could apologize on his behalf, but I think someone said it in the Diehard group that maybe he's behaving like Abu. That these players that when they get what they want, they start to decline. I hope Salah isn't one of them. I don't think he's one of them. He's probably just going through
if we
dry spells.
But
9 goals
we can cast our minds back to
Harvey, go ahead and say something.
Andy, go ahead.
Yeah, if we can cast our minds back to when we started this show earlier, when we're making our predictions on top scorer and the rest of them. I clearly mentioned it. I think Fuad corroborated with me when we stood our ground that Salah is not going to be up there this season, and then somehow what we predicted is almost happening now.
It's just 4 games. It's just 4 games.
We'll see. It's not even about scoring the goals.
What guys should relax now?
Normal Salah will have 8 in 4 or 7 in 4.
No, why not 24?
Do you understand? And
no mind them. He has 2 goals already. So
No, but
see, the team is playing.
when the team is scoring 9, we expect to see Salah there.
No goals, no assist.
You can't score 9 and not
that
see
would
Salah
not.
there.
That should not. Guys, that should not take a shine away from Liverpool.
No secondary assists.
No, there was secondary assist now.
I didn't watch the games. I didn't watch the games. I don't really know whether there was secondary assist or not. But it was a fantastic performance by you guys. Even though
let's not be carried away. No, I doubt. I would. It's just like you're shadow boxing and you're saying you knocked somebody out. Bournemouth is not. We said it that we're going back. Come on, 9-0. Elliott scored. Carvalho scored. For me, those were the highlights of the game. The rest, I wasn't expecting anything. Which striker do they have that would have terrorized Van Dijk? Van Dijk that has become as bad as Maguire.
Olu, I understand what you're saying. Yeah, of course, it's just one game. Yes, an emphatic victory, but just one game. But although this is the biggest, it's tied there up there with the biggest win in Premier League history. Yeah, I think it's the 4th or the 3rd 9-0. They're the 3rd, I think. After Man U, Man U Sports.
Man U did one, I think.
Leicester did one.
Yeah,
Leicester did that to Southampton. Liverpool had done it in the 80s to I can't remember the club too.
Man U done it twice.
Southampton as well.
No, I talk about Premier League era now. Man U done it twice. Man U Southampton and Man U to Ipswich. Is it Ipswich or not Forest?
I think it's Ipswich. I think it's Ipswich.
Ipswich, Southampton, Man U did twice. Liverpool have done it once, and Leicester have done it once. So it's a commendable victory. And you cannot take you can't take anything away from it. Although yes, it doesn't mean that Liverpool now comes out to win the league. That doesn't mean
make top 4. It doesn't mean that. Has been saying is that we will make top 4.
When Leicester did, they didn't make top 4 now. When Man U did, they didn't. When Man U did the last one, they didn't make top 4. So, or did they?
So are you seeing a pattern here now?
No, that happened 4 times. Yeah, only once as the team that didn't win the league. So. We don't know, Sha. We don't know. But
we'll be here. As an Arsenal fan, I can hear from the background of your voice. You are just telling us this. Don't worry, we are here.
Top of the league.
They are top of the. They are high on 12 points. They are staggering. If you see anybody staggering in your streets, find out. Most of them are
Leicester, Manchester, and Liverpool. Yeah, thank you, Ayodeji.
Yeah, thank you.
So yeah, you spoke about Arsenal. So let's move on to. Wait, before we move on to Arsenal. Firmino's performance was very, very good. Yeah, even against Man United, we played well. I think, although many people don't agree because many people watch only the final moment of football. I watched the whole moment of football. I think when I watched the Liverpool Man U game, I think before Fabinho and the other guy that changed it, Carvalho. Before Firmino and Carvalho came on against Manchester United, I think the only person that was playing something decent was Firmino. I think most of the time you guys tried to attack against Man U was.
You are talking to the two guys on this end. They are anti-Firmino. They hate him.
I'm saying what I saw.
The one with the dreadlocks and the one hiding his Jaguar's hair. They both hate Bobby.
Against Forest, they played well.
Yeah, first goal in Anfield since 2020. For someone playing in centre forward position.
Will Nunez
does he play as a centre forward?
He does.
Be real with yourself.
See,
I've always told you guys that football is about roles. You understand?
Yeah, I know. He does play
as a centre forward. So you cannot compare a false nine to a poacher or an attack striker. You can never do that.
Absolutely. But if someone like if a centre back can have a goal in their home in 19 games, or okay, that's 2 years.
We are not counting home or away goals.
No, but
if you have all those are nonsense stats. It doesn't matter what you call a goal.
See, you can call it nonsense stats. But if you are playing in that centre position, false 9, true 9,
okay.
False 9, true 9, whatever 9 you are playing in that Liverpool squad that creates loads of chances with all the other members of the front three scoring many goals, and you in 2 years you're scoring your first goal in your home stadium. Where is your fortress? it is a very, very poor record. However, you choose to analyze it, it's a very poor record.
The question
It's
is
a very poor record.
How many games did he play at home last season?
How many games?
Yeah.
I'm not gonna lie, I don't have the figure, but I can check.
Then
I can check.
Because last season he had Mane
so how many?
ahead
So
of
does
him
Salah have?
He had Mane ahead of him playing as 9, while Diaz was playing on the left, Salah on the right.
Yeah.
Before Mane moved into centre forward,
Jota was
playing ahead of him.
Why do you think Jota was playing ahead of him?
Dude.
There's a reason
why do you think
they made that statement.
Because Jota was banging. See, let me tell you, he lost form and Jota was banging. But the way you are counting, relax.
Meaning that even
you are doing what Nero does.
You're
not letting me finish.
No, I asked you a question. I answered
the question. I said Jota was banging. So because the player is banging, that means you're poor.
No. It doesn't mean it can mean anything. It's not absolute. But what I'm trying to tell you is that what I see, what ND sees is that Firmino's output has been abysmal for Liverpool recently. And Klopp saw it, and that's why Jota,
100%.
I don't know Klopp, but I believe that he didn't expect Jota to just come and enter the lineup straight away. So for Jota to come, and Jota's output has been excellent.
I'm not saying, guys, you're making it sound as if I'm saying that
consistent, and he's been doing it consistently.
And Lewandowski.
I have a different.
You're making it sound like I'm saying Firmino and Lewandowski are the same thing. Even in the so-called
Firmino and Lewandowski are not the same. Jota is not.
Even in the so-called seasons that he was explosive, maybe he had 11 and 15 goals. 11 or 15 goals. So what are you saying?
Jota is the poacher to me.
So you are just buttressing our point, Folo.
Wait, I have a different I'm thinking in a different way, but for most one thing, what's on Jurgen Klopp's mind? You understand? Firmino is kind of like a playmaking striker. You understand? He drops deep, tries to link up play. If you see most of the time, he's not in the box. Most of the time, he's not in the box. Like when he plays building, he's not in the box. So obviously, naturally, he's not going to score many goals. So now, when you bring in a Thiago, a real creative player midfielder, because Wijnaldum, Ederson are not creative. You bring in Thiago, and then you bring in a goal-scoring centre forward. That's what you do. So that is everything. Every time I said football, everything's connected. It's a connected game. You understand? He brought in Thiago, who is creative and can pass those balls and can play make. And then he took off Firmino because maybe he wants centre forward score. He could have put a creative midfielder years ago, but he said no, he wants to use Firmino. For 3 seasons, he was using Firmino, and he had a problem with it, and he won the league. Firmino play up front. You see what I'm saying?
Okay, finish.
They want the Firmino play up front. They want the Firmino play up front. Finish. I'm done.
The season Firmino played up front. Firmino was
seasons.
Firmino played up front. Firmino was fantastic.
How many goals did you score?
Let
me land now.
How many goals did you score?
Let me land. I'm not saying Firmino is a terrible player or he's an excellent player. I am saying that if you pick Firmino, pick his Liverpool career so far on that club. He has had 2 to 3 seasons that were very, very good, and he has had 1 to 2 seasons that was abysmal. You may not agree, but for me, if you are a false 9, doesn't mean that you shouldn't contribute to goal scoring. You are playing centre forward, a different kind of centre forward. You can do other things, but still score. It's like being a goalkeeper and saying all you need to do is being able to play the ball, but you can't save shots. And I'm telling you today, if Firmino scores hat-trick today, or like he did yesterday, Nottingham, next week he scores another 2, next week he scores another 3, and he keeps on scoring, it will be difficult to drop him. Because in the end, you like everything about football, but in the end, the most significant thing for me is still the productivity. If you are producing consistently, it will be difficult to drop you. And Jota benched him because Firmino was not producing and Jota was producing. Jota was coming from the bench. But he became consistent. And that's why he benched Firmino.
If Firmino is scoring every game, obviously we start. You know why? Because he's a playmaker and then he's still scoring. So he's doing more than someone that just scoring we do. So obviously he's going to play regularly. So if I'm a creative player and I'm still scoring goals,
he's just a playmaker.
And I hope you know
Jota scores now.
But you know what?
Listen again. I said that if Firmino is scoring, because that means he's doing two things that are important to the game. He's scoring and he's playmaking. Because Firmino will never just score goals. He always creates as well. But if you see Jota is just a guy that is in the box on the shoulder of the last defender trying to make those final finishes. But doesn't create. So if you see that Firmino is scoring goals regularly, that means he's doing his normal creative job and he's scoring goals. Obviously, you won't drop him. Why would you drop him? Because he's doing more things.
Well,
so
you guys have
Will you let me ask you one
said
question.
A lot of things, yeah.
Will you have Firmino as your centre forward in Arsenal?
Fuad.
Right now.
If structure the game.
The way Arsenal is playing now, will you have Firmino as your centre forward?
People are playing now. No, why would that? Why would number 10? So why would that person? If we are playing
Fuad, you know, in your analogy, I'm not there. Sorry, Fuad, in your analogy, you made a lot of mistakes. Well, you made a huge one. You kept mentioning Jota. Firmino was injured a lot last season. 1. 2, It wasn't just that Jota replaced him. When Luis Diaz came, Mane moved into play as a 9.
Luis Diaz came in January.
Yeah.
Luis Diaz came on the last day of January.
Yes.
Good. So he played February, March, April, and May, 4 months. So there were 5 to 6 months before that. So what happened in 6 months? 2/3 of a season. What happened before Diaz came?
Yeah, and Jota were swapping roles. There were matches that started. There were matches that Jota started, and he was even injured for more. I'm not saying why you're making it sound like the guy is a useless player.
I never said he's a useless player.
That's why you're making it sound, dude. No, I can look for charts.
No,
This is not where we talk about it. I can look for charts that you and Andy specifically have said he's useless. But let's
I can look at the comment that is there.
That means
just said this. What in this chat this morning? This just is 5 minutes ago. You said this. You said this. Look at this comment. Abysmal is such a strong word to use. Which one Folu is saying that you're saying? So you even said it in this show.
No. Folu said that I'm saying it like Firmino is a useless player.
Abysmal. Okay.
No, that's what Folu said, and that's why he didn't listen to me. What I said is, I'm not saying Firmino is a good player or is a bad player. I am saying if you pick Firmino's career in Liverpool, the first 2-3 years on that club, he was fantastic. He was doing his job and he was productive. The last 1 or 2 years,
I think you have explained all what you are just saying. Yeah.
One question: first 9-0, through 9-0, 1 goal in 2 years in your home turf. Did he score other goals? Did he score other goals?
He's very bad.
You see,
let me ask you.
He's looking for a start that is relevant. Is he scoring goals? I'm sure you watched against Benfica. You are saying 1 goal in your home.
Let me ask you the question.
I don't care where you score. All you need is a goal. You're making it sound like if I score, relax.
How many goals does he have away?
I don't know.
You
are the one that you are bringing stats. I don't know. I don't claim to know. But I'm telling you that he scored 1 goal away.
Follow. With Firmino's, let's remove the status. With Firmino's
status of what? What status does Firmino have?
You allow me. You not know the other person to talk.
No, you're saying Firmino's status, and I'm trying to just correct. You just said.
You guys continue. I'll keep quiet.
You're funny.
No, we can't have a conversation, so I'll keep quiet. Don't worry, let's move forward.
Are we talking about Lewandowski or are we talking about Mbappe here? What status?
Don't worry, I'll keep quiet. Maybe Andy can talk because you guys don't allow me finish my sentence.
Someone has already said it here. You said he said Abysmal is such a strong word. He's just lost form and he's injured. He's been injured.
What did I say? I said his form has been abysmal. You can describe it with different words you want to use. If you see a player,
I think you and Simon Jordan. I think you and Simon Jordan should be hosting the show together.
Oh my God!
He said Firmino had 3 good seasons or what? Firmino has only scored more than 12 goals once in his whole.
And that was like
all competitions.
That was Salah's
in the league.
All
competitions. Only scored more than 12 in the league. Let's come more than 12 goals.
I think 15 goals. That's
all competitions.
What is his output?
All competitions. Only scored more than 16 once. All competitions.
All competitions.
Yes, more than 16 just once. So he's never been a goal scorer. He's always been playing the same way.
Wait.
And last season, last season.
No, just one thing. I'll let you speak. But when I speak, please, nobody should interrupt.
Oh, you let me finish now.
I say I will let you speak. But when I speak, nobody should interrupt because you guys have been interrupting me.
Now, you have to only now look at 11 Firmino's record. It's the same thing all over. Apart from one season that was special. 11 first season.
Can you give us his numbers?
11, eh?
Can you give us his numbers? No. Tell us.
49 games, 11 goals first season. 41 games, 12 goals second season.
All competitions.
Yes. 54-27 third season.
27 goals.
Yes, that's the only time he scored more than up to 27. 48-16 fourth season. 52-12 fifth season. 48-9 sixth season. Last season wasn't very good in terms of goals because just 35 matches, he scored 11 goals. So that's even better than a goal. That last season was a better average than the previous seasons. So when it was, what was their, if you are using productivity, that means it wasn't better last season than other seasons. So what was the abysmal?
Okay.
When was
Can I speak now?
Okay.
Good. If you look at the goal scorers in Premier League, right? How many is the highest? The highest in the last 2-3 seasons has been just very early 20s, or maybe one person, maybe mid 20s. So if you are scoring between 12, even above, if you are into double digits to me, and you, admittedly, you are playing as a false nine, you are entering double digits for me, I think you're doing okay based on your role. Oh my God. No. You see the problem. No, you see the problem now. You see the problem. Let me finish.
I interrupt you. You can continue. No,
we can't have a conversation.
It's not interruption. No, it's not interruption. It's a question. It's a question.
Okay, I'll keep quiet.
It's a question. Wait, so can I ask a question in between?
No, don't worry.
You guys ask a question in between.
No, I'll keep quiet.
Wait, sorry. You're not being fair here.
I think
I was talking.
I think we have a comment.
I continue. So I can ask a question. Then you continue.
We have a comment.
But when I was speaking, you stopped me, and then I had it talk, and then I later continued. So that should be allowed. So
okay. It's fine. So
wait. So why did you do it to me? If you don't want it to be done to you.
I told you that I'm going to let you speak.
Yeah,
and
but
then when I speak, don't interrupt me.
But say that you interrupted me to say that. Yes or no?
Yeah, sure. But I just wanted
to
point
out because
a question.
You I'm not interrupting you. I'm
not talking again. It's fine. Don't worry. Let's
Hello. Yeah, losing football.
Last season, you have to stop because yes or no?
No, don't worry. I'm not saying anything about Firmino again. Let's move on.
No, you're wrong. Thank you very much. So let's I know who's Bob on it. Firmino's form has dropped massively in the last 2 seasons. The reason why he lost his starting place as number 9, ensure that you score regardless of what else you can do. Well, last season he scored 11 goals. Was better than his period for some other seasons. 11 goals in 35 matches. That was his best average. Apart from the 27 goal season, that was the second best average in his Liverpool career. And they were saying he's abysmal. So that means that is not the true story. That was saying.
And he enjoyed a lot, and there was a change of whatever. But I agree, he's dropped from even with how fantastic he plays. There are games he plays and you're like, how can you be like this, Firmino? But age, the game pressing, the stress, there are a lot of factors to put into it. We just don't open our mouths and just say, wow, he's lost from this. And that's what I'm trying to point out. But like he said he doesn't want to talk again. Let's dead the issue. He's never really been a goal banger. That's the truth. Even for Brazil, he's never been as good
and
as
that shows he's never been a goal banger. So it wasn't dropped because
I don't see
he wasn't scoring goals.
So, and I think one of the things is, like, a lot of people are saying, yeah, the coach has dropped in and on, and there are a lot of factors that are involved. 1, he got injured. 2, the coming in of Diaz, and as at then, I think even Klopp probably knew that Mane was going to go, and was trying to adjust the team to play in a certain kind of way. And alluded to the fact that with a new or with a a playmaker in the midfield, Mane, Firmino's tactical nuance, what he does in the team, had to reduce. So, well, that's my take on it anyways. It doesn't mean it's right. And Sarah, we know you hate Firmino, but you've been quiet. Your own hate is deep. You can't even say it out.
It's
Ose Junior, what's the question? Ose Junior,
No, I'm not going to say anything about the Firmino this thing.
Who would you qualify for an outstanding first line?
You said, Rams asked you a question. He said, who
would qualify for an outstanding first line?
No, I'll prefer you guys answer.
There's
a pattern. No, there's a pattern I've noticed. You guys always interrupt. You guys, and I hardly even complete the sentence. So I'd rather you guys speak.
That's because we know where you're coming from and where you're
No.
That's
fine. So you guys should answer.
The problem is why do we interrupt you when you're talking? It already today, right? Yeah, you said exactly like me.
No,
I interrupted me as well.
If you look
You
at
said you had a question. You had a question.
I thought that he's not talking again. Can you imagine? So
Andy.
that means you're not being fair and equal.
If you guys should ask Andy, most of the time, who gets interrupted the most? No, hold on. You see again. You can
Nero.
Exactly.
I agree, I interrupt.
So, I hardly ever complete a sentence.
Wait,
And
are
if
we
I can't
having a
complete a
football
sentence,
show
so I rather
or
just
we're
keep
having a
quiet.
judgment of character? Sorry,
The main problem is
You guys should answer Remy's question. You guys
the
should
main
answer
problem
Remy's
is
question.
you always complain when someone interrupts you, but other people don't complain. That's why it feels like you don't interrupt because you always complain about
You
it.
guys should
Other people don't
answer.
complain when you do it.
You guys
I
should
just
answer
interrupt me
Remy's
now again.
question.
You see, just
You
interrupt
guys
me
should
now again.
You guys should answer Remy's question.
You interrupt me now again. You see.
Angie,
So if you always complain,
I'm giving the question to Angie, who is an outstanding false
I
nine.
think I'll go last for this question.
Why?
Fuad. No, Fuad, go for
why
it.
should
Yeah?
go first? Why should go first?
No.
Fuad, go first.
No, honestly, no. I rather Foley goes first.
I have to be honest. I
follow.
won't pretend like I know any. Like
For
I don't
me-
think there are
for
any
me-
outstanding false nine.
Of course, old Messi.
old Messi, but
Old Messi,
he's asking
yeah.
who would qualify. Like currently, I'm guessing.
But right now, Hurricane for me. Hurricane.
Yeah, when Richarlison comes up, he plays more. As
No, he plays even the team normally. He plays is a false nine. But you know the thing about we fans. We judge things based on what commentators say and what pundits say and one of those things. But when you watch a football game, Hurricane is hardly in the box. It's on the
Yeah,
outside
he
line.
goes
He's
deep
making
lately.
passes.
I think he's been so much.
That is what a false nine does. That's the job of a false nine because he's not in the box. Hurricane is not on the shoulder.
Yeah, he's always
He's
He's even for
midfield.
England now. I've seen him play so deep. There was a match
I
against
think
Poland.
I have a question for you guys.
Shaka.
I have a question for you guys.
Who?
False
Xhaka.
nine. Shaka. No,
I have a
because
question
he's
for you
called
guys.
Momuga.
I have a question for you guys.
False nine.
If
CR7.
Hurricane's output in the next 3 seasons drop to less than 10 goals per season, will you see him as one of the best strikers in the league at that moment?
You know me. But you know me, right? You know what I'll say.
If Hurricane's output drop to less than 10 goals per season,
Okay.
will you see him as one of the best centre forward in the league?
No.
Sorry.
Then can I ask a question?
I will.
No,
I will.
answer now. Just answer.
I said no before I now said I'll ask you a question.
Good.
Now, this is what I always argue with you. When you're comparing things, we have to be objective. Now, you are saying Harry Kane, if he goes to less than 10 goals a season, Harry Kane is known for scoring 20 goals, 25 goals, 30 goals. How can you compare him to a player that the highest goals he has
I haven't made
scored
any
in a
comparison.
season?
I haven't made any
We're
comparison.
just talking about a player, and you're saying
No,
you're
but
not comparing.
I haven't made any comparison.
Why
I
are
only
you-
asked you a question.
In what planet?
I only asked you a question.
In what planet would you mention Bobby and Harry Kane in the same sentence?
Okay. In a
Except
planet,
the one you live in fantasy.
in
You
a
see, that's
planet,
why we argue a lot. How would we just finish arguing about
in
Bobby
a, okay. In
dropping
a planet,
from
okay. Let me
dropping
let you
from
finish.
maybe 15 goals a season to 11? Your argument started from he scored one at home, and the
In a-
same thing I've been telling you is that if you like, you should score no goal at home and you should score.
Exactly. Where you score doesn't matter. If you score 20 goals and you score one at home,
I don't know
who
whether
cares?
they put an extra
Good.
point when you score at home and they
Is that why?
remove
So
one
to me,
score.
that's a reasonable start.
Good.
You score one at home.
Your
But you score 30 goals.
And you can see I haven't
Who
interrupted
cares?
anybody. Good.
But you just interrupted with this
No.
drama you just
I
performed
did.
that you can
In
see.
a planet, you asked me a question. In what planet?
Yeah.
You also mentioned being objective. Being objective is you answering the question directly. Do you think, will you consider Harry Kane if his output dropped below double digits as one of the best centre forward?
I
You
just said no.
You said no. Good. I didn't compare Harry Kane with Firmino, right? So you are not being objective when you do that. But why I'm saying that?
I think I understand your point, Fuad. Yeah.
So why I'm saying that is Harry Kane is a false nine, right? And you guys said Harry Kane is the best false nine now. So he's a false nine. Me, I believe that if you're a center forward, being a false nine means that you have the extra skills to be able to be ultra creative. But you, as a center forward, as a striker, You are there to score goals. There should be no excuse for you not to score goals. Otherwise, go and be a playmaker in the midfield. Do you understand? Because you can play make doesn't mean that you shouldn't score goals. So if you think Harry Kane is the best deep line or false line right now, and you agree, why do you agree? Because he's also, apart from the creativity, he's banging in the goal steady. That's why you feel he's the best. So you're also measuring him by the output. But once that output drops, you would disagree with me that he's one of the best. And that's the point I'm making.
Okay.
So I'm not saying that, okay.
All right. You said a lot, and all Andy has been saying is he agrees. I wish you could input and stuff. But what I'm trying to say now is relax. What I'm going to say now is you said you're not comparing the two of them. Fine, fair enough. But in a world where you're saying Harry Kane is now, did Harry Kane start out as a false nine?
No, I never said he did.
No, I'm asking. I'm not saying. Did I say you said so? I'm asking. Did he start out as a false nine?
No.
So, with how he's been performing so far, now he has learned or he has improved or added that to his game. I don't think that should drop his performances. But at any time, have you seen Bobby play as an out-and-out nine?
Never.
I never said so.
No. I didn't say you said so. I'm asking. You asked me a question now. Have you ever seen Bobby play as an out-and-out nine? From I don't know where he was before he went to. He played, of course, he was in Brazil before going to. I think he was even playing as an 11 or something.
No, it was number 10.
It was a 10, yeah.
Yeah.
Or whatever.
Yeah, it
wasn't playing as a. So the question is that because what you're trying to say is that okay, Harry Kane is now the deep line striker, whatever. That he has to bang in goals. Now the question now for you is, and you confirm that Harry Kane played as a 9 when he played in Millwall, when he played in Leicester, even in the first few seasons under Pochettino, he was a banger then, and that was when he was getting most of his goals. I hope you know that even in these seasons that he has even been dropping to play as a deep lying playmaker or whatnot, he has dropped in the number of goals he has scored. Right or wrong?
Of course, he has dropped now.
So what is your point?
Drop to what?
What is the point you are trying to make?
Drop to what? How did he drop? Drop to what?
I can't even help you. How did he drop? You don't know he's dropped. He's not watching football. It's simple.
No, when you say drop,
how many goals have he scored in Euros? He scored 1 goal in Euros or so. Yeah. This is how many has he scored?
It's not even that.
This season?
Under Poch, how many goals did he score?
Under who?
Poch.
Under Poch was playing massively now. 25.
When he was in the box and Ali was behind him with Son, how many goals was this? These are simple things.
But under Poch, his first few years under Poch was fantastic, and then subsequently, even before he started playing false 9, even before Jose came, the thing is, Premier League became more competitive, and also Spurs team weakened. So if you're
finding excuses why his performances dropped, yeah. So you're finding reasons why his performances dropped, but you did not find any reason to why Bobby's performances dropped. Can you listen to yourself?
His performance didn't drop.
Guys, it's all right, bro. It's all right. You see, now when you're caught in the corner, you start.
Let's end this one here. Want to move on?
You start trying to be
his performance
calm and collected.
Guys, let's end this one. Let's end this one.
End the mister you are supporting. I wish you could actually make a valid point of your own rather than
it's okay. It's okay.
My point.
I'm not making any point again. Just 3 questions for Kulu. Just 3 questions. No, just 3 questions,
guys.
Just 3 questions. I'm not making any point. Do you agree that Harry Kane is the best false 9 right now?
For me, Harry Kane is the best striker in the world overall.
Do you agree the best false 9?
Yes.
No, I just want to know.
When they asked me about false 9, I didn't even think of Harry Kane.
Yes. Do you agree that he's the best false 9?
I don't know.
Can you name a better false 9 than Harry Kane?
If not that Nero mentioned is a false 9, I wasn't even thinking about it that way. That's the gospel.
I'm asking you, can you name a better false 9?
That's why I just said I can't. If Nero didn't mention it, when they asked me, that's why he said I should answer.
No, just 3 questions. Okay, do you agree that Harry Kane?
I don't know, to be honest. I don't know.
Do you think Harry Kane is a false 9?
After Nero said it, yes, he is. Yeah, he
okay, you think he's a false 9? Good. Yeah. Can you name a better false 9 than Harry Kane?
No.
Can you name a better false 9 than Harry Kane?
No.
Good. 2 questions. Why do you think Harry Kane is the best false 9 now? Or why do you agree with Nero?
productivity. He scores goals.
Thank you. That's all. That's all I want. That's all I want to ask.
What? No,
that's all I want to ask.
Wait, but you didn't let me land.
That's all I want to ask.
That's it. Calm down.
Go ahead.
Okay. Now, what you just did was it's just like someone trying to solve an equation to get his own answer. So you are starting from the answer to get to the question. I asked you a simple question. We are talking about Bobby losing form, blah blah blah, XYZ. And I asked you a question. Has Harry Kane's goal ratio dropped? Yes or no?
No, he hasn't dropped.
You confirm that? You confirm that or move on?
You know, sometimes I tell you that even if the truth was sitting on your nose, you will not see it.
Go now.
Okay, we can go for Harry Kane as well. We can go and check Harry Kane as well.
You will see it.
You can go because Firmino proved to you that output was not abysmal compared to other seasons. So
I think. Firmino
football pundit said something about I get Jose and I agree with him. But Firmino and Harry Kane are both number 9, so yeah, we can compare them.
Nero, why do you think Harry Kane is better first 9 than Firmino?
Than Firmino?
Yeah. Why?
I don't know. What I watch.
No. Now you know what I watch. For you
what I watch now.
Just say his goals so that you can move on.
No, I want you to answer. Why do you think Harry Kane is a better first 9 than Firmino? Your answer will solve everything tonight.
What am I good?
Okay, don't worry. Just tell me, why do you think? I know he's a better footballer. Why
Champions League, Premier League, FA Cup,
let me answer.
No.
Why do you think Harry Kane is a better first 9 than Firmino?
It's not because of the goals. Sorry, it's not because of the goals.
Oh, I never said goals. So why do you think it's not because?
I don't know, because he's a better player. I also he's a better player. What I watch. If Firmino scores, if Harry Kane scores 5 goals, if Harry Kane is playing the way he's playing right now, and scores 5 goals this season, I'll tell you the best first 9 in the world. And Firmino scores 11.
Why do you think Harry Kane?
Because he's a better player. His passes are more penetrative. He's a better playmaker. He combines the midfield and the attack better than Firmino. That's my point.
He combines what?
The midfield and the attack better than Firmino.
That's why he's a better first 9 than Harry Kane.
Yeah.
Okay, that's fine. That's fine.
For me, many people say he's not a first 9. For me, he's a first 9. For me, he's a first 9. Oh no, man! Nobody said. No one said Henry. No one said Kane is a first 9 because he of assist. No, it's because of the position you occupy on the pitch. You can check the heat maps. Check heat map. You can check Eto's heat map. Check Arike's heat map for last year.
Let's move.
Assist. Stats have nothing to do with your position. Full back can get 30 spaces in. Trent has shown that. Nobody's going to say it's the first 9 because of that. He plays first 9. Thank you, IK. He plays first 9. Watch him play. He creates and he scores. Okay, thank you for that. Okay, let's move on, guys. Yeah. So,
you want us to talk about Arsenal?
Man United are on the edge of signing Antony for £85 million. This is a fee that, is shocking many people because the player has not done anything again. He's not done anything in the game.
He's shocking the haters.
So, Andy, you have very spoken like the haters. So, can you just what do you think justifies that price?
Well, with the current market price for players, and we know how transfer fees is usually higher now.
Please. On the end,
coupled with the fact that
Pause. First statement. I want to question our first statement. The current market price of players. So tell me, which player will cost £5 million this summer?
Which player? No, I haven't finished my my point. Okay. So allow me finish first before you can shoot.
Okay, go ahead.
One of the reasons, most times when clubs don't want to sell players, you see them putting high price tags on them.
Astronomical fees, yeah.
You agree with me? We saw what Chelsea with Fofana, So it's always difficult. So that's part of the reasons why I feel the price is high. However, I don't agree with the 85 million price tag. But what I can just say is because Ajax, they don't want to sell Antony, and then they put the price a little bit over the roof. And because Man U are in a position now where we want to sign, we're just doing panic buys, and then we're going in for Antony. But a lot of people I see a lot of comments, people saying Antony will flop. Like I always say, let's watch and see what happens. I don't think he will flop. But like I always say, time will tell. So let's see.
Okay, so even if it doesn't flop, will it justify that £85 million fee, Jose Junior?
Will you justify that? That's too early to tell. If he comes and, you know me, I like to judge a lot by performance. If he comes and he makes United a better team, he gives them balance on that right side of the field. He assists a lot of goals and also chipped in some goals. It's difficult to justify £85 million. I'm not going to lie to you. I don't think I've seen any. Maybe Ronaldo to Real Madrid.
Real Madrid.
Yeah, Bale somehow his first few years at the peak to Real Madrid.
No,
justified.
I think Bale, Ronaldo, those guys justified their
yeah, but it's difficult to justify.
Even Mbappe to an extent, because you got Mbappe.
Yeah, Mbappe. Yeah, but 85 is a lot.
Neymar didn't justify his fee.
No, it's over the roof. Yeah, to be honest, 85 million is over the roof. But like I said,
someone said
first, well,
Okay, go ahead.
Yeah, you asked. I'm sure you're asking about in the Premier League what player was bought for 85 million. Yeah, nobody. But I think
all summer. This summer,
Real Madrid paid astronomically for a DM.
Okay, that's true. 100 M, right?
Yeah,
80
M, but 100 M if you convert.
ATM, yeah.
Well, he started playing by force now that Casemiro has gone. Anyways, that's by the way. Antony, man, that's a baller. For me, I enjoy football, the entertainment, what he brings, the skill, the glitz. The only problem for me is he has to work hard. I've seen a couple of games where he works hard a lot, but the Premier League is not like, the league he's coming from, where he can be dribbling like maybe 20 yards from the box. When you have a player like Kante that would, well, the old Kante anyways, that would get the ball from you and counter and press and stuff. So that's the only thing I'm scared of for Antony. Otherwise, saw him in the Olympics, saw some glimpses of him in the Champions League, especially the match against Dortmund. You need to see. I think that was where Hummels got a red card. Well, it was a wrong red card, but he was absolutely stunning. Skill-wise, step-overs, dribbles, cuttings, his passings, his crossing. If Cristiano Ronaldo is still available then, when Antony is playing, I'm sure they should make a very good partnership because he's good at crossing. Right foot, left foot, he's wonderful. And you remember what's the name of this guy that went to that is now in BVB with and has testicular cancer? The guy from Cote d'Ivoire. Haller enjoyed a wonderful partnership with Antony. Hopefully, that was not just a one-off.
Did you guys see the Hurricane comment?
Sorry, price 85 million is now our money. It's too much, but it's now our money. For me, I hope he does well. Not as if I want Man U to succeed, but Antony is a special player. I hope he does well, and he does.
Just to clarify for football pundits. Yes, Hurricanes got some goals 50 matches. But we're not comparing Hurricanes last to whether his record was good or not. Yes, it's a good goal scoring record. The argument was it is his output drop, and that is a drop. Because he's a 30 goals.
The same.
All season 27 goals a season Hurricane. I call him a 30 goals season player. We all know that. He's 30 goals season player.
And the funny thing is, I don't think he got injured like usual.
30 goals season player. So 27 is a drop for Hurricane. Let's be fair.
No. Okay,
guys, let's move on with.
Don't worry.
Rem said Grealish. Sorry, Rems. The question was based on this season only. Thank you, Rems. Grealish also is a price, of course. It's plenty for price.
For Antony, I fear for the guy. I fear for Antony. I haven't seen him much, so I may not have. I haven't seen enough to have a concrete opinion, but I know that we once signed the second best player or best winger in Dutch league when we were in Tottenham, behind Ziyech. After Ziyech, it was Steven Bergwijn. We bought Bergwijn, and even though Jose didn't want him, Jose said it clearly, and he came to Premier League, and it was just he was
any player that does not succeed. Jose never wants. Have you guys noticed that he scored a wonderful goal in his first match, and Jose was running all.
I never complete my sentences.
Jose and
I never complete. Steven Bergwijn came, and on the first press conference when he arrived, Jose was asked about him, and he said it clearly. So it wasn't at the end; it was even before he played his first game. But that aside,
please, we'll look for that clip and you show us.
All
I know of you is as a friend, that anybody that Jose signs and flops, Jose never wanted the person. That's one.
Are you willing to bet? Are you willing to bet?
You know I don't bet, so why are you coming here?
No, you have to say something. If you're making a bold statement,
does that call for betting? Show me the video.
Because I'm saying something that I'm sure, and you are.
If you are sure, then why do you want to bet? Then sure.
Because you are trying to.
We both know you're not poor. We both know you're not desperate. So why are you asking?
No, you have to. There has to be
the video.
There has to be a consequence. No, Folu.
Drop it on the Die Hard fans Twitter and Instagram handle by tomorrow.
Folu, when you make a sly, a subtle jab. When you make those kind of comments, there has to be consequence. You have to be willing to accept the consequence. So you have to do something. But jokes aside,
I'm sure everybody here, even Andy that was supporting you before, knows this truth that anybody that does not succeed under Jose.
Jokes aside, but Bergwijn came and Bergwijn came and he flopped. And
was it Jose could not use him well?
But the thing with Antony, why I think he might do well, sometimes when you have those kind of skillful players, it's just like when Di Maria came to United. If the team collectively is very poor and they are hoping that you use your own skill it's very, very hard.
Yeah.
So, but now that United they are having that foundation behind, Casemiro in front, Eriksen now around, somebody on the left, and maybe then Antony is game.
Sancho picking actually.
Exactly. So Antony can now be allowed to play his game, and then So
I hope Ronaldo stays.
No, my only problem with Antony signing with the price tag, English media, it's gonna put a lot of pressure on him. So if he can try to do well, first 2-3 games, build that confidence, and then run with it, then that's absolutely fine.
The positive for Antony, is that the season has started already. Imagine if they signed him like the way we signed Darwin. Everybody has been talking about him from preseason to but he's lucky.
How much was Darwin again? Yeah, just remembered now.
My God,
100 million.
Was that a sly, or you really wanted to know?
That was about
85.
85, yeah, same price.
85.
Same price.
So we're talking about spending, yeah.
But for me, this guy is going to flop.
So
I don't know if flop because you know what? You said you watch Olympics. Yeah, he can cross. There's no doubt about that. He can cross, but to me, it's charisma. His charisma's incarnate. And charisma flopped everywhere. That was a big club that I went to.
He did flop in
Chelsea.
Porto and
Porto.
Charisma struggled in Porto. I won't lie to you.
Besiktas or Besiktas.
It was just there.
Those are not big. I'm talking about big leagues. He flopped in England. He flopped in Spain.
Oh, did he play in England? I know he played in.
Yes, now Chelsea. He was in Chelsea.
Oh, he played for Chelsea, really?
Yes,
I know he was in Barca.
He was in Chelsea.
In Barca, yeah. Then he and Riquelme were signed together, I think. Then after that, he went back to Porto. Jose got him to Inter. Then he went to Besiktas. Well, I agree with you. He's like an incarnate of charisma. Hopefully, the thing is, Premier League players don't have time for step over anymore. All those they will give you. And now that the refs are blowing crap, they can give you elbow in the eye and they'll play on. So I hope he succeeds. Just because I like the flair.
Man United haven't had a good right winger since Alex. it will be nice to see how it fits into their style of play. But I do not trust players from the Dutch league since Van de Beek. So Van de Beek, Ziyech, please, which just now the last to be successful in the from the Dutch league?
Robben and Van P.
And that's a long time ago.
There are a lot of them now.
So the last one was successful.
Suarez.
Is that the last person? I think so. From Dutch league. How about Van Dijk? No, but not keep from Celtic.
Yeah.
So
I think Fuad is right. The last most successful would have probably been Luis Suarez.
Wow,
Suarez was just something else.
That's a long time ago.
Suarez would have succeeded from anywhere to anywhere. Anywhere you go. I just his first goal for national.
Suarez is just something
else. From national. He scored a header for his first goal for national.
Nobody says Benzema is a world-class player. You see that argument. But this gets to take us in no only dimension because many people, including myself, believe Ronaldo was the cause of Benzema's low output.
Wait. Sorry. Hold up. Is Benzema a false nine?
Benzema is not a false. Benzema is a complete forward. He's not a false nine. If you play for manager, you know what I mean.
Are you sure?
Yes. Benzema.
He scores a lot of goals in the 18. But
that's a complete forward.
Why do you think Benzema is a false nine?
The fact that he doesn't have a right winger where he covers more of the right wing. I'm just asking. Like, I don't know. I'm not saying
a false nine for my idea of a false nine. A false nine is like a supplementary playmaker.
I don't think Benzema has playmaking skills.
Yeah, it's not. I don't think he's a false nine.
Okay.
I don't think he can. I don't think he's rounded.
But the games in Champions League, Chelsea, Man City, he came deep. Well, anyways, let's leave. I can't use 2 games to make.
What I know about Benzema.
I'm not saying what I noticed against Chelsea, against City. He came in very, very deep. Anyways, maybe because they were defending. That's another thing.
No. Sorry, for let me just play that. You cannot use game scenarios to judge the player's role or anything. You cannot use.
And that's why I said I don't. You know when you even asked me about first night, I wasn't even too sure. The person I know as a classic one is Bobby, and this is not like I want to say he's better than anybody. I just wanted to ask that if I remember very well, those 2 matches, and like I said, they were even defending. Like their backs were against the wall, so he even needed to even come deep. To be honest, so I'm not saying it's just a question. Okay.
Yeah.
What I know about Benzema, first, I don't think he has the skill set to be a very good like that. I don't think he's creative enough to be a very good false nine. But I know that he's well rounded. He can do it. Maybe not as much as Kane but I think he can do everything. But in the early years when he started in Lyon, he was just a banger. Like just give me the ball. He was a banger. Then when he came to Madrid, I think he had to change his role. I think he had just been playing different roles across his career. So I think that's
and
so
he
now
has the intelligence, and he has the intelligence to adapt to it. And now it's helping him, especially the fact that he doesn't have a right winger. He doesn't have a classic right winger. He's helping him to convert himself to both a right winger and a 9. Because you keep seeing Valverde, who is actually a DM, playing right wing for him.
But Valverde is not a DM. Valverde is box to box. You always add that energy to go back and forth. That's why it's easy to actually play him as a winger.
Right.
Because he has that energy to go back and forth. He actually plays as a winger, like more like someone like Jason Park. He doesn't really. He's not really that kind of.
I think this guy is just using him like Ramirez in Chelsea.
Hey, thank you. That's the exact player, not Jason Park. That's the exact definition. So it's more like Ramirez. Because he has that energy. So just let's use him there. We will give us some work, and that's it. Exactly.
Work rate.
Yeah. That's it. Exactly. That's it. So I'd want something down here. So this is about Cristiano Ronaldo. You answer this one first, please. Also, the guys in the show, you guys, thank you for your comments so far. It's been very, very. It's like you guys, most of your comments are we'll be talking about things. So, but this one now, let's give us a comment about this. We will see R7 leave United or accept a place on the bench. Okay, Junior, go ahead.
From what I've seen throughout the summer, I don't think Ronaldo wants to leave, and I don't think he will leave. and I don't think the club wants him to leave. And in the last few games, he has been on the bench, and his demeanor, his body language shows that he accepts the role. When the team scores, he celebrates, he cheers them on. I saw a video in training where he was cheering everyone on, and even after the game, all the things he has posted on his social media after the games that they've won, the last 2 games, he has been like cheering them on, like good 3 points. So he has not really shown any bad behavior to suggest that he won't accept. He's 38.
So he's now a fist pump man now, and his fist pumps are real. They are not like Jurgen Klopp's own, yeah.
Yeah. You don't go after the game has finished. You are going to your tunnel. Then you now run back. When one of your players reminds you, "Oh, yeah, go and give fist pump."
So because someone reminded you to do it, then it's fake.
Why are they
but Cristiano Ronaldo, nobody will tell him to pose for the camera, right? Let's call it spade.
Ronaldo is made for showbiz. He's made for everything he does. He has in mind that
he's telling me on social media where they are clapping, so they will show us where he's throwing his boots away and walking. Come on, brother, stop being naive.
But you see him when the team.
We are talking about CR7 here. He can never accept the role on the bench.
Why can't he?
Never.
No, wait.
So are you saying? See, let me tell you something. We are still waiting. We are still waiting for his interview.
One question. Are you saying that
so that if he doesn't get a transfer, he can quickly say, "I love Man U. I want to stay. I'm a United bullshit." Let me tell you.
Are you saying that based on what you think?
Based on what you know, but you are saying based on demeanor.
Are you saying that based on what you think?
You are telling me something based on demeanor. Are you? How do you?
Are you saying that?
Are you working for the FBI?
Are you saying that based on what you think? Are you saying that based on what you think or based on what you see? And the reason why I'm asking you this is that we've seen players come out.
See, to be honest, I'm not watching any of Man U's game. Not that I can.
We've seen players come out to express their displeasure. Antony did it. Antony has been saying he wants to leave. Fofana was even posting this on his IG, wanting to leave.
Okay.
Do you understand? The thing is, if you are going to judge based on what you see, not based on what your own idea of the person is, because of who you like or who you don't like, based on what you see, that's what I'm judging based on.
Yeah,
based on what he posts on his social media, based on what he says to people.
So now, yeah, everybody should be based on what their social media says, because I don't see.
I didn't say that. I said based on what
they say he wanted to.
Based on what he does on the pitch now.
Relax, bro. You've made your point. You keep saying we interrupt you, but now you're interrupting me.
No, you said you made a false thing about what I said.
It doesn't matter. No, what? Based on previous things, doesn't matter what he says. Let me finish.
No. If he says something that I said, if he says something that I did,
doesn't matter. Because you do something I want to agree with. When I interrupt you and you don't agree, then you finish.
Anyway,
yes, you cannot be unfair. You have to be fair. That's why I said earlier. Like you're always unfair. Like,
it's good to be fair. It's good. I agree with you. It's good to be. I agree. Just one thing.
Guys,
one statement.
Fuad. It's not a matter of what I like or what I don't like.
No, I agree with you. It's good to be fair, but it's also good to be honest. Don't say what I didn't say.
Bro,
do you understand?
Let's be real.
Do you understand?
Andy, amongst all of us here, the real Man U fan, not the fair weather Man U fan, not someone that was passing through. No.
Yeah, that's answer the question.
Andy, do you think CR7 that you know would be happy
to be honest?
Why not defend his decision now?
Let me answer now. So, personally, for me, CR7 wants to leave Man U because he wants to play Champions League football.
Okay.
Secondly, there are not much clubs coming for him.
Okay.
Right, so it's difficult for him to stay to leave Man U now.
Okay.
And finally, he's in a position now where if no club comes for me, then I will stay in Manchester United because no clubs are coming for him. I think I read this morning where George Mendes is trying to start up the transfers with Chelsea again. Yeah. So obviously, if that doesn't work, then he doesn't have a choice than to stay in Man U because he has a contract.
Okay, can I?
They're offering
in Man U. Let me just finish by saying he's in a position now where he doesn't have any choice than to stay in Man U. And to be honest, I like what Erik ten Hag is doing by putting him on the bench. You are not bigger than this club. You want to go. We know he wants to go. Forget about what he's doing on the pitch, behind cameras, in front of the cameras. Ronaldo wants to leave. He doesn't have a club now to go to. Nobody's coming for him, so he'll stick with Man U. Erik ten Hag knows what he's doing. I feel at some point, Cristiano Ronaldo will strike for Man U. That's what I feel. But just right now, he may not be able to get that shit now. But eventually, it will be top 9.
Of course, I think eventually, because someone said something here. Let's read it, please.
I just want to ask you a question.
He would. Okay, go ahead.
Yeah, go with your question. Yeah.
Why do you feel he wants to leave? No.
Why do
you
I
say
feel
you know.
leave?
I want to understand. I want to understand.
The question is.
You say you.
I can answer this question by answering.
You say you know he wants to leave.
Yeah.
How do you know he wants to leave?
How do you
know he wants to leave?
How do you now say he doesn't want to leave?
Sorry?
Do you think he wants to leave?
Do I think he wants to leave? Do I think he wants to leave?
Yeah.
I don't think so.
Yeah.
So
why?
In essence, what any side says that
you know what?
What any side says that you say he wants to leave. And say you why say don't want to leave. And say wants to leave. So you guys don't have any concrete proof. So everybody just making their assertions based on what is happening.
Assumption, yeah.
So nobody has a concrete fact.
This is simple. Let me answer you, Fuad. This is simple.
Twitter.
If he doesn't want to leave, if he doesn't want to leave, why not come out and say he has an agent? They are doing this underground work for him now, so he's putting the agent there. Why not speak to your agent, man? I want to stay in Man U. He hasn't come out to say it.
Okay.
It's now left for me to agree, think whatever I want to think about the situation, because he hasn't come out to say he wants to leave.
Of course.
You get what I'm saying now? Yeah.
Of course.
If he doesn't want to leave, come out and tell us he don't want to leave.
Of course. From what you just said, he hasn't come out to say he wants to leave. He hasn't also come out to say. No, he hasn't come out to say he
wants to stay.
Exactly. So why are you making your own inference?
No.
Two. Let me finish.
I've answered you.
Finish, please. The second question that now brings us. You say he uses his agent to do underground work. How did you know that? How do you know that?
So, let me ask you. Let me ask you a question.
Do you know? Okay, Folu. Do you believe agents, spokespersons, or whatever you see that people say? Because I know that Ronaldo.
Bro, did you believe that Antony wanted to calm down? Did you believe that Man U was looking at Antony?
I know that Ronaldo is the number one. I know that in world football today, the number one generator of news is Manchester United as a club. The number one generator of news as a player is Ronaldo. So till that kingdom come, till the summer finishes, there will always be news about Ronaldo. So the question is, what is your own? Where did you draw your own inference from that he wants to leave and his agent is doing underground work?
Okay, so can I, the same way I drew inference that Haaland was going to Man City, the same way we knew that Tchouaméni was going to Real Madrid, the same sites that told us that Fofana was going to Chelsea, these same sites have not lied to us yet. They've given us time and time again.
The same side that said Cucurella will leave and Real Bright said Cucurella don't leave.
They were official bids. They were official bids.
So
they were official bids.
No.
They were official bids.
Before there was a bid for Jesus. Before there was a bid for Jesus. We had after the time of Jesus.
They were.
Yes, what does it for Jesus? We had after the time of Jesus. So what does it mean?
They were official. They were
CR7 fan.
Fuad, I have a question.
They were official bids.
Fuad, I have a question.
If they were official bids, it's different from me sitting here on my sofa and saying Ronaldo wants to leave, or another person saying Ronaldo doesn't want to leave.
You are wrong. But Jesus,
Fuad, I have a question. For you, Fuad.
Yeah.
Jesus, Zinchenko, there were rumors before we even signed them.
You have a question. What's your question?
For how many times have you seen players come out and say they want to leave?
Many times. Many times.
Okay.
Some even go on strike.
Okay.
I can list many for you.
Let me put it this way. Okay, now the number of people that say they want to leave, can you compare with the number of people that don't come out to say they want to leave?
No, it's not comparable.
Exactly.
It's not comparable. But
Right.
now, how many times?
So the point I'm trying to make here is.
Let me turn the question to you. How many times?
So the point I'm trying to say here, okay.
Let me finish.
How many times?
No, go on.
Have you seen players say they want to stay because there's rumor? How many times?
Many times.
Many times. Compare that to the ones that don't say they want to stay. It's the same. It's the same.
So are you? I seen the reason. Are you not seeing the reason why I'm saying?
The point I'm trying to make is nobody knows. We can just think. No, but nobody knows. Nobody knows whether
when I started my statement, I clearly said. What I said is, I think, and I'm giving you the reasons. And I'm giving you the reasons why I feel so. I feel Ronaldo should just man up and come out and say, I want to leave or I don't want to leave.
He doesn't have to
do
that. He doesn't have to do that. He has a contract that he has signed.
Ronaldo,
let me tell you something. We fans feel like we own players' personality and lifestyle. A player has a contract with the club. A player doesn't have to answer to us. We can listen to whatever rumor we want to listen to. If Ronaldo wants to stay, it's between him and the club. If Ronaldo wants to leave, it's between him and the club. He doesn't have to tell us. And that's the truth. And because he hasn't said that, we shouldn't conclude that he wants to stay, he wants to leave. But based on his body language, people that want to leave, revolt. Ronaldo is a big figure. All he needs to do is revolt. And we will know that, okay, he's showing. But he's not showing, and he's training well. He's not missing training. He's happy with the players.
He left at halftime.
Many people, so the Maguire and all the other people that left at halftime, they want to leave United.
Well, but CR7 left at halftime.
Yeah, so all the other people that left at halftime, they want to leave United.
There's no issue with player behavior until Ronaldo came back to Man U.
Until Ronaldo came out to Man U.
Came back to Man U from his sabbatical.
Why did Jose have? What was there a problem with Pogba?
Pogba
Ronaldo in Man U when
I'm talking about Ten Hag. There was no problem at Man U until Ronaldo came back from his family problem. There was no problem at Man
U. There was still no problem at United. Ronaldo left.
That's the player behavior problem. That they leave at time. It's not player behavior problem.
If I leave this live now, I don't think you will leave. So I don't think it's fair to blame 5 players leaving on Ronaldo leaving. No, it doesn't matter. People, these are human beings. These are people earning thousands of pounds per week. I think they have their own.
So you don't think people influence others?
No.
Okay.
You don't think people influence others? So why when they
on that one, everybody.
You should not wear hoodies. That's why you're wearing a hoodie. Why is Sarah doing dreadlocks? I see other people do dreadlocks. That's why you do dreadlocks. So other people influence people. So don't say that people don't influence people. That's very wrong. I
didn't say people don't influence people. But what I'm saying is that somebody who decided to take professional football as a career, someone who decided with his own eyes and sense, decided to sign for a club, Manchester United, to represent them, decided to leave a game in halftime, I think you have to blame that person for doing that. You shouldn't blame another person. You shouldn't blame another person. You shouldn't blame another person for that. You shouldn't blame Ronaldo for that.
When I was young, as a first of my family, if I do something wrong and my siblings follow me, I'm going to tell them about the biggest punishment.
You didn't sign a contract at home. You didn't sign a professional contract at home. Those 5 footballers signed professional. Those 5 footballers signed contracts, and they are bound to follow the rules and regulations of the club, not to follow Ronaldo. So if they misbehave or if they err, you shouldn't blame Ronaldo for that. I think that's been unfair.
Yes, but Ronaldo should get the biggest punishment because
I agree.
Bigger figure. So let's go ahead. Let's go ahead, guys.
Moving on.
Let's move on, guys. So this guy, Erling Haaland, can anybody stop this brother from the golden boot? He's already up there, 6 goals in 4 games already. And we still have 34 games to go in the season. We already have 6 goals. But although Pep said one thing, Olu, are you there?
Yeah.
Pep said something. Yeah. Pep said, when we start playing 2 games every week, Haaland will not play every game. So maybe that we know Pep likes to rotate, but can anybody stop Haaland from winning body boots? Andy, go ahead.
Well, right from the start of this show, I've always maintained my position that Haaland will come top scorer, and then he's living up to that. And with what we've been seeing in their previous games, he bullies defenders, and then he makes it look so easy. He's got De Bruyne there, who makes his work almost easy to. Foden is there, so I still maintain my position on that. Haaland will come top scorer this season.
His second goal and third goals, fantastic.
Positioning.
Second goal was positioning. Third goal was exactly what he said. He bullies defenders. He made them. It seemed like they were hitting a rock. You know. I think I'm not going to go back on my word and say Salah is not going to. It's still early days, yeah. But he looks like he's going to be up there for sure. 1-2. And Harry Kane too is not doing badly, to be honest.
Oh, I thought he had dropped.
He just 4 games. Sorry. Can I say something? I don't think Kane is a good form and can challenge Haaland this season. But for me, Kane, unless maybe Haaland is rotated as we expect, as Pep has said, he rotates.
Or injury, because he gets injured a lot.
Yeah, Pep said he will rotate him. He said it. So I saw the interview. He said he will rotate him. That he's sure that he will not play. He said he can tell us now that Haaland will not play every game when we start playing 2 games a week.
Don't forget, he even has a very good replacement, Alvarez.
Exactly. So now, Kane, I don't think Kane will be the one. Even if someone's challenging, I might be wrong. But even if someone's going to challenge Haaland, I don't think it will be Kane. My reasons.
Who do you think it will be?
I don't think there's a challenge.
I don't think anybody can challenge Haaland. I think Haaland will win it at the counter. I don't think Kane, because the more Kane drops deep, number 2, Conte is defensive. You get.
Sorry. Don't want to digress while we're at it. Sorry, but what's happening to Heung-min Son this season? Or he started late last season, anyways.
We are just 4 games into this season. We have to relax. You get. Really have to relax. Wow.
I know you guys. Someone just cost Salah now. Why are you people are not relaxing because?
And I said it then too. That is we just be on season. I also said it then, and I also said he has to go already.
Salah, no assist, something.
I think Son's output will reduce, and the reason why I think is because now we have very good replacement. So Son will most likely not complete 90 minutes. And he was frustrated when they brought him.
He was cussing
when they brought him Richarlison. And Son hardly ever does that. So for Richarlison to play some games, Son will have to be taken out. Kulusevski is undroppable.
Richarlison will start of games.
Exactly. So Son's numbers will drop.
He's going to play almost every game, sir. More than Son and Richarlison. Yeah, I'm saying it.
But I'm just surprised to see how you guys are excited about a putter in Haaland, who all he does most of the time taps in the ball, stands by in between the defender's shoulder, wait for the true pass to come, use his body to obstruct one and finish. Or
one question.
One
question. Answer the question. Has anybody said a poacher is not a good player?
Here, no, but I thought it was a problem when. What were you calling Ronaldo then? He just stands in the box to score.
No, but do you think Ronaldo was not a good player? Do you think Ronaldo was not a good player?
No, but you guys.
Exactly.
No. I didn't say that. I didn't. No, I didn't.
I'm not talking.
What's the question?
I said that. Has anybody said Ronaldo is not a good player?
Why did you ask the question? I never said anybody said that. So why did you?
But now you're saying about a top. See, Haaland is good, no doubt. But will I say Haaland is better than Messi? No, I will not say
I
that.
think
Who
it's
knows
way
the last
better than
70 goals
Messi.
this season?
I think it's
I'm not
way
saying better
better.
than Messi. Yes,
I
because
think
it's not that. Cannot better than someone that it's not the type saying can never ever better than someone that creates and scores. I can never ever. It's not possible.
so, but why? So, but Ronaldo creates and scores. What are you saying? How many players? No, how many players in world football history has more assists than Ronaldo?
Messi.
Assist not creating. Assist is not creating.
What is
Assist
creating?
is not creating.
How do you
Creating
measure
is not
creation?
assist.
How do you measure creation? Is this not chance creation? Is it not chance
You
creation?
cannot measure it. You have to watch it. You cannot measure it. You have to watch it.
See,
You don't
you
measure
create
it.
creation.
The other day, you just talked about Jesus after Jesus assist against no, he didn't assist after he created the goal against
Creation.
Bournemouth.
You
He
do
created the goal.
see.
Sorry.
But I hope you know that what you're trying to say also depends on the person that is scoring. Because now you keep saying goal creation. Goal creation, I can give assist to Dominic Solanke and he won't score anything.
Thank you
Meanwhile,
for
that same
thank you
pass,
for
I'll give it
supporting
to
my
Haaland,
stance
and
that
Haaland will score.
Messi has so many sweet goal scorers around him in his back years.
Ronaldo has none.
But thank you.
No, Ronaldo has
you.
none. Benzema was useless, right?
Thank you.
Di Maria
Anyway,
was useless.
Listen to me.
Anyway, I don't want to make this.
Your bias.
Let me give you an example of creativity. You said by yourself. Arsenal's first goal against Bournemouth. Who created that goal?
Arsenal's first goal against Bournemouth.
Jesus. Control the ball from the off. Dribble to people. Pass Martinelli. Inuba and Odegaard scored. Who created that goal?
Martinelli.
That's
who gave the key pass? Jesus.
To me, that goal was created by Gabriel Jesus. That's how I read creativity. You read creativity in another way. I read creativity as a player that actually makes the chance come about. In that situation, the person that made the chance come about was Jesus. It was not that opened the defense. That's what they call creativity.
No, you're right.
I can do everybody pass you. You just pass on small. You just pass on 5 yard pass next year.
That's why he said Bruno Fernandes was the best player in the world.
You are right.
You are right.
The same way.
Recounting his statement.
No, you're right. But the thing is, the same way one player creates chances for his team by dribbling, another player can create chances for his team by his off-the-ball positioning and making himself free and available to give the last pass. So
that's
and
what CR7 does.
Oh God, it's the same way.
Off the ball.
It's the same. So creation is not. Creation is not just when you dribble people and take people.
Who said that?
Sometimes I'm not saying you said that. So, but what I'm just saying that there are different ways you create. Off the ball, a very good off the ball positioning can make you a very good creator because you're always there. You're always there. You're always the outlet for your team. You may not have the dribbling skills, or you may feel it's not necessary, which Ronaldo said recently, to be dribbling everybody. But you may have the dribbling skills and dribble everybody. You may not have very good off the ball positioning.
Not necessary.
Do you understand? You may be a very good target man and be very good in the air, and they lob the ball for you, and all you need to do is drop it for somebody. So you can create chances in different ways. You mustn't have to dribble everybody. I feel Ronaldo is very, very creative. I feel for you to assist almost 300 goals in your career, I feel it's huge creation. Me, that's what I feel. I don't know, but if I'm assisting 300, that's a really high level of creativity.
So that means if you are saying assisting is creativity, that means people that don't have assist cannot create. That means they're not creative, Abi. People that don't have assist. People is not creative.
How many assists does Xavi have?
Fellow creative.
How many assists
Xavi has over 200. Iniesta has close to 200.
It's fellow creative.
Who?
Fellow.
He's very creative.
So compared to Ozil,
he's a defensive midfielder. He's not going to have so much creation as someone up front. That's very logical. He's a deep line playmaker. I wouldn't expect Jorginho to be creating.
Then it's Beckham creative. Then it's Beckham.
He has some element of creativity.
Yeah, I mean like this. That means don't know what creativity is. You have to think to say whether Beckham is creative. That means don't know what creativity is. Because you don't have like Beckham, you don't have to think it. You have to know creative. Without even thinking, he's a creative player.
No, he has some element of creativity. But if I want to play, if
Maguire has element of creativity.
Who?
In Dennis Beckham time, you cannot mention 5 players as creative as Dennis Beckham in his era, in his own time. You cannot mention 5 players. What are the 5 players that you want to mention as creative as Dennis Beckham in his time? There's no 5 players you can mention. You can mention 5 players.
That in his time, when was that?
Yes, let's say 90 to 2000 or 2006 or 1990 to 2006.
99 to 2006.
Yes, how many players are Crystal Palace Beckham? How many players? Can you say?
Lampard.
As Beckham. Oh my fucking god! I cannot fucking believe. I never say that.
It is not possible.
Lampard is not half the creativity.
Lampard
does not have 5% of Beckham. It does not have 5% of Beckham.
Okay.
Lampard does not have 5%.
That is going to be a long.
What are you looking at?
Lampard is not Crystal Fabregas. Lampard is not Crystal Fabregas.
It's going to be a long conversation.
I'm checking the stats.
It's going to be a long conversation.
Creativity is not in stats. You won't see creativity in stats. But we say that creativity created 50 chances. Okay, that this will you see in stats? Yeah, what you think against Bournemouth? Will you see in stats? You won't see any stats. Only carry the big stat book. That is
yeah, so but if I create Niran, one question. If I create at a rate of 3 to 5 good chances, clear chances per game, will you say I'm creative, even if I don't dribble anybody? Will you say I'm a creative player?
Of course.
Good. So why do you think Lampard is not creative?
I didn't say it's not creative. I said compared to Dennis Beckham,
but he creates more chances than Dennis
Lampard
Beckham.
would rather score a goal than
pass.
He creates more chances than Dennis Beckham.
How?
He assists more goals than Dennis Beckham.
Yeah,
but you're creating goals for your team to score. You're assisting your team to score. You're creating chances. And go and look at Lampard in his peak. Then the top scorers for Chelsea was 11, 12 until Jose's third season where Drogba scored, I think, 33. And he was still the highest. He's still one of the highest creators, if not the most.
Lampard is not Christian Beckham.
I think so. I think Lampard.
Next topic.
Okay, we move on. Okay, let's do this. Although you don't need to watch Ian Wright talk about Dennis Beckham, he is a pure creative player. Okay, let's just go ahead. Okay, the next one is Arsenal, guys. Arsenal top after 4 games. Arsenal top after 4 games.
Oh, okay.
Arsenal top after 4 games, 2 points ahead of City. Although Arsenal has not played any team that finished in the top 10 last season, I think. I think I'm for Crystal Palace. Yeah.
Crystal Palace definitely top.
Okay. No, Crystal Palace. Let's start finish top 10, right?
Nope.
Yeah.
Leicester was shit last season.
They finished top 10. Not that they were shit or not. They finished top 10.
They did.
They were 10th.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay,
so what do you think, guys? Do you think Arsenal can keep it up? Saha?
Well, Arsenal, for me, this season they are doing well. But I think the teams they've played well compared to last season. The teams Arsenal played this season, comparing them to last season, we are sure that Arsenal would have lost 1 or 2 points.
Of course.
Or even lost some games here. So I think there's a massive improvement. However, it's still early in the season. Anything can happen. 1 or 2 injuries now will change the dynamics of the team.
Of course.
And then again, I think the big test is coming on the 2nd or 3rd of September when they play Manchester United. Yeah. So all eyes on that match. If Arsenal potentially win that game, then that's a very, very big statement. A very big statement. So fingers crossed until then. And I think they're playing Aston Villa on Wednesday.
They'll beat Aston Villa. As long as they'll beat Aston Villa.
Aston Villa, they've not been doing well, yeah. So we expect them to, get it across the line against Aston Villa. But against Manchester United, let's see what happens. If they're able to crack it on that day, then they'll do very, very, very well this season.
Junior, sorry,
and I've said it before, yeah. Third.
Okay. I agree with Andy Baba Abuja that we had easier fixtures going into this season than last season. But in a way, I think fixture arrangements could play a huge factor sometimes, because I've seen teams, you get 4 easy games. It's just that momentum kicks in. Everybody's on a high. Because those players, they don't care whether when you're winning games, you don't care whether the game is easy or not. Every win builds your momentum. Yes, the bigger wins will give you more momentum. But every single win adds some momentum.
Compound interest.
Yeah, so it could actually, his fixture arrangements, is lucky. but in a way, it helps. So, what do you think about that? Do you think that can help?
Yeah, of course, I agree. I think it helps. I think Arsenal will be on a high, especially their comeback. I think that the game against Fulham was going to be very difficult, but for them to still come back and win that game after they gave that goal away easily. So, and like Andy said, some of the games they've won this season are games that they probably would have drawn or. So with what I see,
losses.
Yeah, with what I see, I think it's still early. Again, you're right, but I think they can maintain it. What will determine is when they play the big guns, of course, and it depends on Arteta's approach to those big games. And I heard you guys are in for Zaha. I don't know how true that is. If you guys are in for Zaha, then
I heard it too. But if I don't even want Zaha. If Zaha if it comes cheap, I don't mind. Maybe 30 million, you can take it. But if anything way past that one, I don't want. I know that. He may rest.
Where would he play then?
He can play on the right.
Role?
You can play
and you can play right left now. You can play right left.
It's more
for me personally, if you ask me what I want for Arsenal, I want a striker. I would right now when Mitrovic is playing, I will grab him with both hands and move Jesus to the wing. If I need to play Mitrovic, Jesus to play wing. I'm telling you, that guy is insane. He's insane. Look at how when Nicole scored the other day, he was really threatening. He threatened us the whole game.
That guy is massive.
So somebody says,
how many goals this for last season? Almost more than 30 goals or 40.
Yeah, more than 30 games, about 36 or so.
Yeah, Arsenal is really trying. The record. I saw it was like 34, 36.
Arsenal is trying to prove a point this season, but if they can be United this weekend, then we have to take them serious.
Well,
forget fixtures.
For me,
forget fixtures. Better fixtures. Okay, go ahead, Folu.
You guys have made very, very extremely valid points, but what is missing is the fact that they are now in Europe. If it was last season that they had all these, fixtures, these players, I would be like, yes, the chances of winning the title is quite high. You were saying that they are going to surprise people this season, blah, blah, blah. And I kept telling you that for me, it would not be a surprise because, one, you've invested well. You've gone to your weak areas, you've sorted them out. And you didn't just sort them out the way you sorted out when you were beaten 8-2 by Man U. This time around, you actually went in and got extremely good players, got winners, people that have won the Premier League more than once, people that know what it takes to win. So you've done that. But also now you're going to Europe, you're going to Europa League. Europa League is always easy and stuff, but you're playing a team like Bodo Glimt. Ask the young man that he's on the other side. Bodo Glimt is not
that one. Don't
worry. You travel to Norway. It's cold. Relax. I'm not just saying it's beyond football. There is stress involved. You're the one saying that Liverpool played relax. You're the one that said Liverpool played 66 games last season. There is stress involved beyond the fact you might.
Of course, I agree with you.
But you fly to Norway, and don't forget you're flying in the winter now. It might not be winter, but towards winter, it's pretty cold. It's pretty frustrating. Then you come and you play 2 games a week or 3 games a week. It's not going to be easy. These guys have not done it before. Even the ones that we are saying are top players for Man City. So it might tell. Hopefully, I want Arsenal to do very well. And like I said, I won't be surprised. I'll be surprised if they win the league, but I won't be surprised if they make second, third. So yeah, okay. That's all I have to say, though.
Okay, let me read some comments here. Okay, so football pundit. I don't know what football pundit is. I hope it's not. I think maybe it's FP Office. I don't know. But this person seems new. Anyway, my money is on Kane for the Golden Boot. Spurs hopeful of a little push, which means it will be important.
Spurs hopeful of a title push.
Okay, Spurs hopeful of a title push, which means it will be important. But why is it E or it?
Kane.
Which means they're talking about Kane. He will be important. And
Kane. Okay.
So he will play more games than Haaland. Basically, the person feels that Harry Kane is more involved. One talked about the touches that Haaland has. That you remember which game did he play that he had just 1 touch or 2 touches?
Even the last game. But to me that's even is an lethal player of Golden Boot more than Harry Kane. Being involved, if you're involved in the overall play more, let's like to score more. Let's like to score more goals.
But she also made, I don't know if he or a she, but the image probably sounds like a she anyways. But whatever the person is, fantastic input. I kind of agree with the person in the sense that you know how Harry Kane must play. Full 90 minutes.
Of course, I know we always play every game.
Do you understand? Maybe if they are now neck to neck, the way Son and Salah were last year, Haaland will now play everything. But Pep can be smoking ganja and still not send him.
Okay.
But Tottenham is really strong.
Tottenham is strong. I think
and I hope you know that they showed their. If you were watching the last match, they showed their set piece coach. I think they are taking set pieces seriously. Their goals against Wolves, they tried it twice. I don't know.
They are the highest goal scorers among with headers now in Premier League.
Yeah, I don't know how Wolves got that chance.
Arsenal is number one set piece team. Arsenal number one set piece. Last season we only considered one goal from set piece and scored almost of our goals on set pieces.
Spurs is really strong.
Spurs are very. I think Spurs are the third strongest side in the league. Third strongest side in the league. Third strongest side after Man U and after City and Liverpool. Third strongest side in the league.
After Liverpool and what? Liverpool strong where? With all our patience.
No, Liverpool is only defense. It's only midfield you guys are not so strong. But defense and attack, you guys are crazy.
And Cavallo, don't let God judge you. Because
that's why there's only midfield that you guys are not strong now.
Defense.
Okay, let's go back to your defense.
No, can you see? You see people in this life forward. Our bench is Cavallo and Elliott that we have on the bench.
Okay, let's start it. Forward. Let me count. Follow. Your keeper and the sports keeper. Who's better?
I don't know because of what
I'm collecting. No. I see. You're trying to be honest.
Okay, Alisson is a better keeper.
Let's go. You're trying to be honest, so there's no point.
No, but for you guys have 4 good midfielders. I know your midfield is weak now, but you have Fabinho, Henderson, Thiago, and Kitana.
Let's go to our prediction.
We are playing a 35-year-old player and a 19-year-old player in our midfield. For crying out loud.
It's not your midfield.
We are playing a geriatric and a unit.
Let's check the predictions, yeah?
Yeah, let's go to the prediction table.
Guys. He is so excited to go to predictions.
Because he's the one leading now. He's the one leading.
That's
he's
why
leading.
No,
let's go to predictions.
I'm not leading.
Amongst us, you're the one leading now.
Amongst us in the house now, you're the one leading now. So this is the prediction table. So the last prediction, Team World, which was played by Stan did a very fantastic job for Team World the last game week. He had 10 points to take the World starting to 29 for the season. Team World is now clearly Stan got spot on the Juventus Roma game, which every other person got completely wrong. Nobody was able to get the last Inter Milan game correctly. Lazio was fantastic in that game. I watched the game. Pedro with a fantastic goal there to win the game. Also, Andy Babaguja last week was the overall best player among everybody. 12 points. Andy got 2. Andy, what just did you use to get those two games correctly? Andy.
I'm just good like that.
Chelsea, Leicester, and Espanyol.
I'm good like that.
Chelsea after they got that red card against Leicester, but let's start a peace.
Yeah.
I think they'll be in relegation battle. They might have too much quality to go down, but I think they'll be in the battle. But that's job.
We have a problem on Thursday. We're playing them on Thursday, so let's see how it goes.
Now, easy win for now. Easy win. Leicester is not.
United, with the way it's going, United might end up being in the title race.
I really don't think so. I think they'll see face problems.
So. Another knee-jerk reaction by.
Because let's be honest. The Liverpool game was based on rival. Because so many times Arsenal have been in bad form. Last season was Tottenham that we used to catch from last season. Now when we were losing all our beginning of the game, season games. Arsenal to last season. I guess forgotten. We lost and we played Tottenham 1-3-1, 3-0 in the first 30 minutes. So you get those things can happen. But then they face Southampton. Southampton is probably one of the worst defense in the world, and they only one goal and score. So there's still a problem somewhere in that team. And as somebody said, Ronaldo is going to come back to that team. As Andy said, Ronaldo will eventually come back, but they will see enter problems. And
at some point, yeah.
And if they'll see enter problems, just watch. Anyway, Espanyol Madrid are on fire already this season. 3-1, they beat Espanyol, and Andy got that goals. Yeah, so the table now is Andy is in it's in what is leading now by 8 points. Wow, 8 solid points. They've extended the gap.
We'll
Okay, no,
count them.
by 7 points. 7 points. Ose Junior and Eddie Baba close by. Olu and I were the Norwich and who is last man in real life? West Ham. Oh, West Ham won the last game, right?
Did they win?
Yeah, they did.
Yeah, they
But who is bottom now in the table?
No, Bournemouth. I think. Oh, Bournemouth win Aston Villa. I think Aston Villa.
Bournemouth has a win.
I think Aston Villa.
Aston Villa too has a win, bro.
So
really?
I think somebody has just two draws or so like that. Well, we'll know in the future.
I think Leicester has 1 point.
Leicester is bottom now. Okay, so that's the prediction table, and if you want to know how we got this, so this is what we use for the prediction table. It's 5 points for a correct score, 1 point for a correct result, 2 points for a correct result, plus goal margin. Let me just read some other comments here before we close the show. Somebody is playing football policy for players like Haaland. The fewer touches, the more dangerous they are. That's what I was trying to say. Thank you, Osai, too. That's what I was trying to say. Because players that touch the ball, that means they are always on the last line of the defense, always trying to get into those dangerous areas where they can just touch the ball and score 1 goal, so that they are more dangerous. For players that are all over the game, into the game, they are hardly in the box, so they likely to score less. So another person here says,
Bobby Firmino.
Exactly. Thank you. Another person says, Osai says, Arsenal needs a left winger as competition or cover for Bukayo Saka. That may be correct, but me, I prefer a striker. We'll get a striker. If we get a striker, it's the same thing because Jesus can play those positions as well. So me, I prefer we get a bigger striker, someone like Mitrovic. I want Mitrovic to be exact. That's the person I want. So one next, Arsenal needs Pedro Neto.
Fantastic.
So also, Spurs will still win the trophy with this current.
I also agree. I agree.
For Lou, don't do this. Your midfield is only where the problem is. Thank you, what have been made. That's what I was telling you.
I just said it that we are playing with a 35. We are playing with a neonate and a geriatric patient.
I think.
So what else do you want me to say?
I think that
midfield is the problem, but at least you're identifying there's a problem.
I think
so
that
what are you saying?
Outside jokes. I think that you made very good comments about Spurs potentially winning the title.
Okay, outside jokes said
that as long as Pep is there with City and they have their money, forget that thing.
Thank you, outside jokes. Let's see the bottom of the table. Thank you very much. So guys, before we go off, let's just say that we'll be announcing our FPL monthly winner after the current games. So you have to be on the show next week to see who the winner is. But if you've not yet joined, you can still join. You can still join using this code MFE5M1. You can still join up till December. This month will be giving the first award for the manager of the month. So if you've not joined, join. If not, you're just missing manager of the month. The best way you don't want to get points. So if you join, you might have won the person you don't know. So join or subscribe to be available to win. So what else, guys? Before we go, is there any other thing I want to talk
about? Nothing. There are matches during the week. Enjoy yourself. Enjoy the matches. And as always, we'll be back on Thursday to talk more about the matches and have more arguments and fun time with you all. Where the FBI, the in-house FBI agent, Fuad, who can tell a person's grimace and behavior.
Sorry. Just to add something. We're getting close to 100 subscribers. So when we get to 100 subscribers, we are going to personally give a gift to one of our regular show viewers. How do you know you're a show viewer? By seeing your comment. When you comment, they will know you're on the show. Yes. So one of our regular show viewers is going to win something when we get to 100 subscribers. So please watch
something
out for
huge.
Something huge. So any passing comment?
Well, thank you guys for joining. Like I always say, please try and like, subscribe, invite your friends, even your enemies too. You can invite them as well. And then big ups to Manchester United. Big ups to Manchester United, yeah.
You got to pick up from back. Hopefully it's soon that. Your parting comment.
Yeah. Mendy has said everything. People should share, like, subscribe, they shouldn't forget to join the FPL, and there's a chance to win free. You don't need to pay to join the league. And see you guys on Thursday for more FBI work.
Good to see you too, Deji.
And then good to see you back. How was your...
Yeah.
Deji, thank you for being on the show as well. We love you guys.
I felt bad I was not here to laugh at Folu the day we beat them blue black.
Blue black. All of that they run now when I lose. If I lose my one, we run too. Hi guys. Everybody.
Thank you so much. Your side chooks, FPL,
Freeze, football pundits.
Football pundits. In fact, you were so amazing tonight. Thanks for your love.
Remy, Ike,
Olabime,
you guys make it fun. And we appreciate each and every one of you. Thank you so much. Enjoy a wonderful, enjoy the wonderful midweek matches. Be safe out there. We love you and we are thinking about you. Thank you so much.
Bye-bye, everybody.
You will never walk alone.
You walk with 6